How's everybody doing today? So, today we're talking about a company called dynaCERT, and I might get a lot of shit for this one because this one gets a lot of hate, but I do genuinely think that it has a lot of potential, and I think that at the price that it's at right now, it is a good investment. So, let's get into it here. Um, so, what is it? Um, it's not fuel. It doesn't replace diesel, injects a tiny precise amount of hydrogen oxygen as a catalyst. So no one's buying 500K electric semi-trucks right now. dynaCERT bolts into the 1.2 billion existing diesel engines globally. It's not just green talk, it's verified to cut particulate matter, black smoke by 50% and NOx by 80%. It makes old engines run like brand new, eco-friendly ones. So what this thing essentially is it's a generator that you stick on transfer trucks, mining generators, um, anything essentially that you're burning fuel out of. You can essentially attach this generator to, and it does electrolysis, which uses hydrogen technology to inject, like it said, hydrogen and oxygen into the fuel, which gives you these desired effects, which um, emission killers. So it cuts down on particulate matter. And NOx is essentially the bad stuff in the air. Like when you see a car shoot out black smoke, that's pretty much NOx. And so reducing that is really good. And it also makes a really good point. I mean, listen, if you are a owner, and also this kind of it doesn't tell you this right off the bat, but what else it does is it pushes your vehicle and your fuel longer, so your fill-ups will be able to last longer, and you can drive on the road longer. Um, but if you are an owner of a trucking company or you are owner of a fleet or whatever, do you, like, would it make sense for you to go out and buy a whole new electric trucking fleet? Like, no, that would be insane. That would cost you, like it says, you like 500K just for probably one of them for a semi. It would be super expensive. So, that's not very business smart. Part two, what does it make? The razor and blade model. Upfront cash, selling the hydrogen units, the razor, the golden goose, Hydrolytica. This is a software that tracks the savings because of the Vera certification. dynaCERT can now turn those savings into carbon credits. Recurring revenue. dynaCERT doesn't just walk away after the sale, they take a percentage of the carbon credits generated for years to come, the blade. So essentially, why this is pretty cool is that when you buy this hydrogen generator, the thing essentially will pay for itself um, just off the fuel savings alone that you're going to see in the first year. But at the same time, what it allows you to do is, like it says here, it has software that tracks the amount of carbon that you're taking out of the system, and then you can turn that in for carbon credits, which essentially is like, now if you have a fleet and you attach these things to it after it pays for itself, it's paying you. You're essentially buying a product that's paying you to own. You know, that's that's pretty cool. Um, why it's better now than at 15 cents. So I was buying this stock at 15 cents because I do genuinely think that hydrogen is going to have its day in the sun, and I think it already kind of is, but I think it's going to see more serious adoption in the future. Um, and anyway, so I was buying at 50 cents, but I sold before it dropped, and I was just kind of going through some of my old stocks, and I saw it at 8 cents. So I said, I would definitely, if I was buying at 50 cents, why not buy it at 8 cents? Back when it was at 15, 20 cents, the Vera certification was a maybe. Now it is official and digitalized. The science project phase is over. The commercial phase has begun. So they've gotten the Vera official digitization, or they've gotten the Vera certification, right? So global blueprints. They've moved from testing to blueprints. The port Rochefort in France is now using it all across all cranes, a model they can copy and paste to every port in the world. The 2 million floor. They just closed a 2 million financing round in December 2025. They have the runway to actually fulfill the orders coming in from Mexico and Texas. So they've essentially moved also not away, but also into not only trucks, and mining generators, but now they're looking at going to ports, and all of those cranes that you see on these big ports, and they're sticking these things on them, right? Uh, that's, and like I said, that's a really good model that you can just copy and paste kind of around the world wherever there's these ports. Um, and like I said, like why it's a pretty good business proposition. You're telling these people that it's gonna make their fuel last longer. They're gonna like help the environment, and they're gonna be paid to essentially have this technology. It pays for itself and then pays them. And then part four, there's the CEO discount, the ultimate value play. So the price versus cost basis, you're literally getting a better deal than the people running the company. CEO conviction. Jim Payne has been consistently buying in the open market throughout the late 2025 at prices around 9 to 12 cents. That is kind of off a bit. It was actually like 12 to 14, 15 cents. The financing gap, the recent big money came in at zero. So the recent big money came in at 15 cents conversation price. If you're buying under 15, you're getting a lower entry point than the institutional guys who just dropped millions into the company. Skin in the game, the insiders own nearly 7% of the company and have been buying, not selling. They are jumping ship, and they're loading the boat. So I think these are the reasons why I think. So let me pull up. This is the reasons why I think that dynaCERT is a good buy right now. I'm going to sign in and just give you guys the ticker. Sorry. Just one sec. Okay, so my God, remember when I think I started? I remember when we started this YouTube channel. I think I only had like $30,000 in it, and then we were starting. I think I only started this like a couple months ago, like maybe four months ago. So we're doing pretty good, but not there. So I'm gonna show you the price chart, and you're gonna be like, ick. But I mean, listen, these are the plays you gotta make. These are the plays you gotta make. You gotta make a bet. You gotta make a gamble. And listen, remember what we went over. It's got technology. It works. It's in a better position, company wise now than it was at 28 cents. I think we're gonna revert back to a median of at least 15 or over. I think it's a place you can make pretty decent quick return. Anyway, you guys have a sick day. I'll talk to you in a bit.